Okay, let's do a quick walk around of the new S13 build. You know, it's pretty bare. It's a bare shell. I mean, it does roll, so that's a positive. It is 4-lug. It needs to be swapped 5-lug, needs coilovers, need all that stuff. But looking at it for what it is a roller, it's pretty straight. It is rattle can, which is the downside of, because when we paint, we got to take all that rattle can off. And then you can see there's already holes for over fenders, rib nuts. I'm going to take those off, weld those shut. But positive things. No wing in the deck lid, which I absolutely love, and no sunroof, which I absolutely love. And they started doing tub in the front, so I can kind of just clean that up and finish that. And the engine bay, that's one thing I hate about this, is the engine bay is worked already like that. So I want to paint it. Obviously, I don't want to leave that stuff exposed, and I want to re-stitch weld everything just to make it a little bit cleaner and a little bit more low profile when it's stitch welded. Then I can paint it and put the motor in. It's just one extra step that I didn't really want to do, but the chassis is such a good straight chassis that it's worth it, obviously. You can see right there, they already hammered that in for an angle, or maybe it was in a wreck before. I don't really know. However, I do know this car is pretty bare, as you can see. I mean, it's got some interior. I'm going to take out everything under the dash except the heater core because I do want to have heat in this car. Whether I do or not, it's a completely different story. There's S13 front chassis harness that they started redoing. There's a 350Z chassis harness I put in there out of the other 350Z when I stripped it. It's because I want to run the entire chassis harness in this car. However, from a starting standpoint, we're pretty much well off starting out. We have all the basic stuff that we need. It does roll, so that's cool. I almost fell if you heard that. But I'm excited. It's a pretty much a project moving forward. I do have the motor and trans I already pulled out, as you could see, maybe not. The VQ is over there. I need to get mounts and everything, put it in, and start figuring out how I want to do everything. The goal is to run the 350 dash in here and everything I can from 350Z. So it might be a little bit of a challenge to get all that work, and should be pretty fun. I'm pretty excited about it. I am going to go back up with a pop-up front end. These fenders on this car are destroyed, but I'm going to use them for right now. The hood's destroyed. I'm going to use that. I have some headlights. Just going to kind of piece everything together and see where we're at and what we have to do. Granted, like I said, this is a budget build, and we're going to keep it as cheap as possible.